Hey guys, Arena Stories here, and today we're going to be running through some rogue mage strats versus different comps. First off, we have Frost Mage and a Shadow Priest. First things first guys, we're going to sap the Frost Mage. If he does trinket, we resap. He does not here. We're going to go ahead and open on the Shadow Priest. Now guys, I want you to notice something really quick on how we open. I'm going to ambush here. I'm going to Cloaks of Shadows. I do not Shadow Dance instantly, and the reason why guys is because I'm waiting to see if he pops Disperse quick. If he does not pop it quick, we do go in for the Shadow Dance, and he does not pop it, so we burst him here. We do get him down to at least 40% HP here guys. So after that he does use it, we vanish, we do come back, and we finish him off guys. And the reason why we want to wait guys on his Disperse is because if you pop Shadow Dance and he does use it, it's just a waste of a Shadow Dance. So it's best to open without it first for the first about 1.5 or 2 seconds, because there is a chance that he will use Disperse because of Cloaks of Shadow sometimes, and because he's scared to get pressure on him, but in this case we did pump. Now guys, I want to show you a different scenario. This is scenario number 2 of the same comp. Scenario guys, the Shadow Priest does use Disperse early and the Mage is in pre-invis. So what we're going to do here, we're going to pre-cloaks here, we're going to open, we're going to Shadow Dance, he instantly does Disperse, we vanish instantly, we do not want to be a part of that, we're waiting for it to go, we do come back, we do ambush, we still do have enough damage guys to take him down since he is cloth guys, we do eviscerate, we do LOS the Mage, and he does go down here guys. Now guys, why do we vanish when he does Disperse early? It's because he's trying to give his Mage a chance to CC us or try to find out our location before we vanish, and you pretty much want to vanish when you do have Cloaks of Shadows, because the Mage is going to probably Frost Nova you or AoE you out, and if he does that, that's really detrimental to the game. So what you want to do is guys, you want to instantly vanish. You could add a Garrote or an Rupture while he's in there, but it depends on how fast he does it. Now the next comp is going to be Pharaoh Druid and Discipline Priest. So what we want to do here is sap the Priest. As always, we want the Mage to clean him completely. The main thing we want to get from him guys is his shield, and we're gonna have to notice how they play here, because if the Pharaoh does open on the Mage, we do have to go on the Pharaoh. He does not open, our Mage to stun him. We do ambush here to add pressure guys. Now why did we do that? It's to apply wound poison and pressure to force him to use CDs. The Pharaoh is not coming out, so we're going to take this advantage, open, kick the heal, and kill him here. Now why did we not just wait for the Pharaoh? Mainly because the Pharaoh did not come out in time. The Priest did use most of his CDs to survive, and the Pharaoh pretty much took way too long. He was trying to wait for a window to come and kill the Mage or me. You're going to be facing a lot of Pharaoh Druids and Priests who do play like that, but you can use this strategy to your advantage. Now guys, for the second scenario, we're going to go ahead as usual, sap the Priest again. We want to get his shield, we want to add pressure, and we're hoping for the first scenario, but that does not happen here. The Pharaoh will interrupt here, and I'll be showing you what you can do here. So the Mage does open on him, he does not get his shield in time, and if you notice, the Mage is not resheeping him because we're waiting on the DR, because the Pharaoh will come out and interrupt. So we do stun the Pharaoh here guys. And what we mainly want to do here is keep the Pharaoh away from the Mage. We're going to go for a full kidney. He does not trinket that, which is not the best. Reason why is because we want them both to use their trinkets early while we still do have our CDs. But it looks like we're going to have to pump here guys. We keep on pumping the Druid. We're keeping him away from the Mage as much as we can, and he does go down here. Now why did we go for the Pharaoh instead of the Priest? Main reason is because the Pharaoh can literally one-shot the Mage with one bite. So we're going to want to go for the Pharaoh here and keep him away as much as we can from our Mage. That's our main objective. Now why doesn't the Pharaoh go for us? The reason why is because we have 2 evasions and we won't give him our back. And while he's on us, the Mage can just pump the Pharaoh easily, just PvE him down, costing the Pharaoh all his CDs, and he will die. Next up guys, we have a Frost Mage and a Discipline Priest. First thing we're going to do guys is sap the Frost Mage, so he does trinket, and we do want to resap him, but sadly he does get us out here. Regardless, we do have to go on the Discipline Priest. We do Cloaks of Shadows early, we do Shadow Dance, we're bursting him down, and I want you guys to notice something. He is not popping Pain Suppression because he's being a bit greedy here, so I'm going to go all in here guys, because he hasn't popped it yet. He pops it now, which is a bit too late, and he does go down. Why did he pop it a bit late guys? It's because he's trying to survive the Mage's burst later on and survive mine without Pain Suppression, but that was not the best move, and we had Cloaks of Shadows with us. The Mage could not CC us. Now in scenario number 2 guys, we have the same comp, discipline priest and a frost mage. Same thing, we're gonna go ahead and sap the frost mage if he trinkets. That's a bonus, he does not here. We're gonna go ahead and open on Hydra, on the discipline priest. We're gonna pop cloaks of shadows. He does PS early here guys, which is the right thing to do. We do blind the mage, he does trinket, we continue bursting, we vanish, we come back, we're trying to add pressure. Sadly I do fall off here guys, which is not the best thing. I do come back up, but it's already too late for the priest. He has nothing, he did not recover while he had PS up, and he does go down here guys. So the main thing is either bursting him when he does not have PS up, or making him use it early on with either the rogue's damage or the mage's damage. You cannot burst the priest at the same time with both mage rogue. One of you has to burst him. Preferably the rogue can do it early enough to add much pressure, so the priest does pop pain suppression early and he does go down. Next up we have a holy paladin and an arms warrior. So in scenario 1 guys, I'm going to be showing you when the game goes perfect for rogue mage. First thing we're going to do is sap the holy paladin. The warrior does gain distance to avoid being cheap shot and sheeped, but that is a mistake. The mage is just going to frost over him in a very far place. We're going to go ahead and open on the holy paladin. We're going to make him bubble. He does bubble here guys. We do reset vanish and we do get stunned. That's completely fine. We just run. We do not need to waste another vanish. We re-stealth. We go back onto the holy paladin to avoid him dispelling the warrior. We're going to vanish. So we did that guys to help the mage avoid being dispelled with any of his slows, and we're going to reopen on the holy paladin. We're going to burst him here guys. We're not going to go for a kidney shot because he just has a trinket for it, and we're just going to continue pumping and he does go down guys. So that was scenario 1 guys, on the game going perfect, but obviously that's not always the case with holy paladin and a warrior. The rogue does get rendered sometimes, and I'm going to be showing you that in the second scenario here guys. Here's the second scenario guys. Same thing, we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna sap the holy paladin, we're gonna cheap shot the warrior this time because he is close enough. The mage does get a full sheep on him, and preferably guys, if we can, we don't want to use shadow dance when we burst to save it for the second go, but it looks like we have to use it here. I do get rend on me, I do kidney shot him here, does bubble, we still do have rend on us. We do have to sprint away here guys. The mage is holding down the warrior as much as he can. We need to get a proper reset before we go back in. Now we have to get back in really quick guys, because the warrior can add a lot of pressure to the mage because the paladin is not CC'd, and because he can dispel slows and roots. The mage does manage to get a full polymorph here. We're gonna go ahead and sap him. The mage was waiting for the sap in order to sheep the warrior. The warrior now does get sheeped. We're gonna go ahead and open on the holy paladin. We're gonna burst again, and we are not kidney shotting him guys because he did not trinket. And we're gonna continue pumping. The warrior does come back and does fear me. He does add beast. We're going to go ahead and blind the warrior. The warrior does get bop off the paladin. We continue pumping guys. We do kidney shot here. The paladin does go down here guys. He has absolutely nothing else to live, so LOSing the warrior, and he does go down. One other thing I wanted to mention guys is that this is part 1 of 3 of Rogue Mage PvP guide versus every comp in 2v2 arena. The reason why I'm doing parts is number 1, because I don't think a lot of people are going to pay attention if the videos are too long, so I'm going to be splitting this in 3 separate videos on how to beat every comp in Wrath of the Lich King as Rogue Mage. And if you guys found this useful, would really appreciate it if you liked the video. As always, thanks for watching guys.